Good evening to DefiChain News on 19th of January 2022, the news show that provides you with the latest updates on DefiChain project. If you like our show and especially the changed format, please give us a like and don't forget to subscribe the channel and press the bell and reminder, don't miss any show in future. And of course, stay until the end because we will talk about the upcoming shows and dates. But before we start with the headlines, I would like to welcome my co-moderator and expert of DefiChain, Lord Mark, the really Lord. Good evening, Mark. Welcome to DefiChain News. How are you?
Hi, I'm very well. Thanks. Hey, great intro. Thank you so much. Thanks for having me. Always excited to be here. Wednesday, our standing date now. It's amazing to be here. Thank you very much.
I have to say it. The question with the Lord, it was also on the Twitter space. We read it very often, also on Twitter and Telegram. You are really a Lord.
I'm really a
So
lord.
this
It's not
answer
so
is
difficult to become a lord, but I'm a real lord now. Yeah, absolutely.
so. This answer cleared. Then I would say jump into the headlines
Let's do that.
and the topics.
Absolutely. Here we go.
So headlines of today. Our main topic is new tickers on DefiChain. Then we will give an update on the DefiChain Status-Page, which is a new website in our DefiChain ecosystem. We will inform you about the dBTC burn wallet bot, what is behind it. We have a community activity for trending pages. And with this community topic, we will directly come to our updates of the funded projects and last but not least, the future dates. So very interesting topics. Let's jump into the headline. Tell us a little bit about new tickers. We also discussed it on the Twitter space today. What happened there?
Okay, absolutely. So, like I said, where the Twitter space is also in the title of our show tonight. What's gonna happen with the new tickers on DefiChain? So, as you mostly all know, we have about 15 non-crypto related dToken live tradable on DefiChain. That can be also used for liquidity mining or just for investing on DefiChain on a blockchain. But our goal was initially that we bring up to 50 dToken 2022 on the chain. So how do we do this? We thought a little bit about the process, how can we involve the community, and how can we also do this and arrange that in a kind of exciting way over the next couple of weeks and months. So we came up with the idea that we said, okay, we have 15, we want to reach 50. So how much is missing? Then we said, okay, if we would bring on about 4 new token, 4 new ticker, 4 new symbols per month, that would be quite a healthy ratio and wouldn't disturb the existing system so much. So our plan is that we come up with a couple of suggestions for you guys out there, and then DC and me, we're gonna put it up for vote. The voting is gonna start on Saturday. We're gonna give you about 4 days to vote on it. And then after the 4 days, this is ending Tuesday, then we're gonna put it on Wednesday. We're gonna publish the results of this exciting vote, and then we're gonna talk about it on the DefiChain News Show next week. So everybody's gonna be included, get involved, and please discuss what you want to have there. Don't get worried if your favorite token is not chosen, if your ticker is not chosen. There are several more to come over the next year, so not everybody's favorite's gonna be there this year, I think. But end of the day, sooner or later, they're all gonna be there. Maybe a short mentioning what's gonna happen with the rewards. The rewards of the existing ones gonna be slightly adjusted because we need some block rewards, of course, for the new token, but nothing to be worried about. There's gonna be a slight drop in every pool. You're not gonna even feel that most likely, so everything is under control. Watch the space. DefiChain official Twitter channel. Don't forget to follow DC if you don't do that already. He posts amazing content and he's gonna publish also the voting link. And follow me, please. I also gonna send out all this information about the voting. So that's what's gonna happen about the new ticker symbols on DefiChain.
Okay, then one additional comment from my side. If you have an idea of new tickers which are currently not included on DefiScan.live, please let us know so we will have a look if there's a price feed available and if we can include it, because only ticker symbols which are tested from the price feed side will be available as a pre-selection to be voted on. So if you have ideas, please let us know. We will check it with the core development team.
Excellent point. So development team has to prepare. When it runs stable, then it can be voted on. I forgot that. Absolutely fantastic. Good.
Cool. Then second topic, a new website, DefiChain Status-Page is live.
Yeah.
What's the idea here?
Yeah. So like every technical project out there, it's super important to monitor the uptime of this project, right? So, and I think we also needed a page that really shows, is the blockchain, is the mainnet up and running? So if something goes wrong, that you don't have to check on Telegram, if you don't have to check on Twitter, there's gonna be one address in the future. It's called status.defichain.com. This page is gonna provide you with all the information. Is the mainnet up and running, and what was the status over the last 90 days? So you see like kind of red, green, and orange little stripes, and all these stripes indicate if the mainnet was interrupted, if it was running smoothly, if there was a problem. But you also not only gonna see the mainnet, if is the mainnet or the testnet up and running, you're also gonna see is the API that we use mostly, the jellyfish, the ocean APIs, are they up and running? And it goes down on a very granular level now. You don't only see is the API reachable. It could also be because we're using AWS for that system in the background. You can also see, was the Singaporean edge location not responding, or was the European or the North American not responding? So you can really see what's happening in the background. So there's no guessing anymore. You don't have to reach out to the developers. You can really very quickly see, is the service that you kind of request up and running? I think it's an amazing addition. It's actually a pretty simple thing, but we haven't had it. And yeah, you're pointing it out, you see on the screen. Absolutely. Also, there's going to be a possibility to publish warnings and news. So imagine there's a problem with masternodes, and that's the reason that causes that the mainnet kind of gonna slow down or whatever. Then the development team can also put a warning there saying, hey guys, masternode issue, emergency update, or no worries, it's this and that. So all the information is published in one space. Now we can just hope that the status page is up and running, but I think that's gonna be the smallest issue. Check it out. I think you linked everything normally up in the show notes down there. It's amazing. It's simple, but super amazing information.
Yeah, it's another puzzle piece of our ecosystem needed if we want to grow. Very happy that we have now. So next point, there was a DFIP at the beginning of January regarding the dBTC, and now there is a burn wallet bot running.
That's the tongue twist of
the
dBTC burn wallet bot. Say that 10 times in a row without stuttering. You won from one free DFI. Okay, so what's the thing about? Do you remember when, like you said already, guys, Daniel was heavily involved in this DFIP that we voted on, I think, with 99.9% positive votes. So now we want to get rid of some of the dBTC in our network. How do we do this? Certain block rewards are allocated to help to burn this dBTC. So how do you burn dBTC? You actually have to change a couple of DFI per block into dBTC, and then these dBTC are gonna send to a burn address. A burn address is nothing else than a one-way street without an exit. So the dBTC end up there and cannot be removed from this burn address. The good thing is you can actually really track DC, right? You can track how many dBTC are on that address. So there's no cheating that they disappeared, get reintroduced into the system. It's super transparent how blockchain should be. And yeah, the bot is up and running and pretty eager to destroy dBTCs on DefiChain. Great thing, implementation started already. No hard fork was necessary, and it seems to work quite smoothly, and I'm
Yeah.
sure you're gonna include this on your fantastic website soon as well, right?
I will make a graph showing how the burned dBTC are ramping up of this bot, right?
Cool.
Cool. So one step in solving the issue. Then let's come to a new point. I was the initiator. Community activity for trending pages was the headline. What is behind it?
Yeah, what's behind it? So you asked me, you were behind that actually. I think it's an awesome idea. So I think we all are always looking constantly to promote our project, and to promote it in a very cost efficient way is even better. And I think you had the idea that you saw a post on Twitter, you told me, and it showed
Yeah.
that we are on a coin ranking page similar to CoinMarketCap. It's called cryptorank.io, that we showed up as one of the most visited coins on a certain day. And then DC had the great idea, if we end up there one day, why should we not end up there many days? And I think you reached out to the community, to the DeFighters, and to everybody and said, hey guys, click the link, help to push our project forward on the page. What I think is absolutely a genius idea, because end of the day, people gonna see we are up there trending. What are people doing? Everybody likes projects that are trending high. Everybody wants to buy in there, because if something is hyped, the price must go up, the project must be awesome. So I think it's a great idea. Support us here. I think your next master plan was, let's do that on CoinMarketCap. So have we achieved a rank there already, or how's the status,
No
DC?
chance till now. So we need more people out there clicking or going to DefiChain on CoinMarketCap. Yeah, too many users on other coins till
Okay.
now, but maybe we'll get it.
We're gonna make that happen for sure with all our help out there. Let's push hard for that. Would be awesome if we at least enter, I think it's top 40 you said, right? If we get on the first page, that would be absolutely awesome. Yeah, great initiative, DC. Well done. I love it.
Yeah, all links also in the description. They can click it, and yeah, one more count for our trending. So then from the community trending to the community projects, a lot of updates. So start with the first one.
Okay, so there's tons of activity happening, and that's really exciting, because so we do this for the community, and we really love these community projects, right? So in every funding round, new projects are gonna be added to our system, and one of the latest additions was Dobby. Dobby is a fantastic informer. It's a bot actually that informs you about your vault and about your situation with the collateralization ratio, that you don't get liquidated. And what they implemented now is also, there's the now value and there's the next ratio, the now ratio and the next ratio, what actually shows in every circle. A circle is is exactly 120 blocks. That's about 1 hour. You're gonna see, are you gonna have enough collateral in your vault? Is everything okay? Is there an uptrend or downtrend? And they put that in their system already, so now you get this also as the information. Fantastic addition. Thanks for adding that. The next thing is one of the projects that we've been asked recently. I think last week, DC, in a news show, people asked,
right.
what's the status with this project? Because it was I think it was our biggest project at the moment, the highest funded so far, and it had very, very high acceptance from the community. It hasn't got a real name yet. It's called the Ethereum BSC bridge. The idea is that you can actually help funds from outside come onto the chain, and from in the chain out of the chain. It should work with Binance Smart Chain and on the Ethereum network. So it's wrapped DFI that's gonna leave the system to Binance Smart Chain or to the Ethereum network. I spoke to Daniel Kagara. He's in Australia. The development is more or less completed, so the system is there. I heard you also shared a little clip already, or a little clip is spreading through the community. It looks pretty simple. He told me it's far more difficult than what you see. So under the hood, the engine is far more complex. He's gonna approaching now the core development team and working together to align on a couple of things. I'm sure then the larger community is gonna be invited to test. We really want to make sure that the thing works like a Swiss clock, and that there's no issue with that, and that we spoke about that already. There's gonna be the hard fork beginning of February. That means also that we gonna have most likely after the hard fork, gonna take this bridge live. I think that's a wild guess from my side. Now it's gonna be Q1 of 2022. I don't expect it to be in January because we want to wait for the hard fork, and it's gonna take a little bit more time, what I've heard, but it's pretty close to be launched, so exciting to look forward to that, I think. Another one, and now we switch over to marketing. I mean, we spoke about your effort before about the trending pages. We have a couple of guys who really work hard to accelerate DefiChain success. That's why they're called Accelerator-Team. They do a lot of marketing, and there was a Brave campaign, so the web browser Brave, and that was done end of December 2022. It was a big success. Daniel linked a YouTube link down there in the show notes. Check it out. A little recap about facts and figures, how successful the whole thing was. I was actually quite blown away by the success that we had. I didn't expect the number. So we had 50 million views. So you have to think it's a wallpaper that gets displayed on your Brave browser. And there were 50 million views on this day. 2.5 million clicks. That's quite a high click rate actually on our landing page, or that was created to actually funnel down all the people who want to see, hey, what's DefiChain, what's this funny jellyfish all about? And we had 115,000 individual visitors. So that gets really tracked by the Brave browser. And we had 278%, 287% more downloads on iOS the days after, and 192 on the Android Play Store for the DefiChain Lite wallet. I think that's amazing. That's a very good success, and hopefully we found many happy new investors and supporters of DefiChain after that initiative. I want to say last but not least, but there are two more community projects. DFX. It's crazy. It's getting more and more. We're going to do a new show only about community projects in the future, what I would be quite happy about.
That's a decentralized project, so
yeah, it gets more and more. So it's less and less development team, core development team, but everybody's doing their part. So DFX is a fantastic exchange. It's kind of a larger group here of community members who have a mission like to make transfer from outside, from fiat currency on DefiChain, and to purchase DFI pretty easy with SEPA transfers in Europe. And they added now you cannot only buy DFI, what is awesome already, but you can also now buy dTokens. So you can buy dTesla with Swiss franc through DFX, for example, or with euros on DFX. And they added a couple of other things to give a little bit more transparency about the fee structure, also your yearly trading volume or your yearly purchase volume. So the system gets rounder and more and more polished. And what I and Daniel, we spoke about that, find the most amazing. Congratulations. And I think that's really awesome. They've got German, English, Portuguese, Italian, French, Russian, and Spanish Telegram channels already. So there's no excuse not to use the service anymore. Guys, if you have questions how that works, reach out. DC, you
links are in the description.
Description. We sound like a broken record here. So check it out. It's really awesome. I mean, that's quite a big success to have so many support channels. This is the project with the most support channels, most different languages. I have to say, impressive. Last but not least, Balthasar and his friends had a DFIP where they said, we want to make DefiChain carbon neutral, CO2 neutral. So the carbon credits have been purchased for January already. It's 90 certified emission reduction credits, or however you call it, CER. It's to reduce CO2 in our atmosphere. And they are supporting with this a project in Ghana. It's called Cook Clean Ghana Limited. So what they're gonna do is they buy furnaces, they buy cookers where you can wood oven cookers where you can actually cook your food on it. Sounds pretty primitive, but it's actually pretty cool because the children had to run out and collect a lot of firewood. Now they need less firewood because this cooker is so developed. I didn't know that you can make a high-tech cooker actually, but that's a cool project and it reduces carbon CO2 emissions as well. So fantastic project. DC, that's the end of the updates for the community.
Very long list. Right.
Indeed.
Then last point for today before we come to the Q&A session. Future dates. What's happening next?
It's a lot happening, guys. Don't miss out any one of them. So next week, you're going to see our pretty faces here on the news show again, and following by the question and answer session that we always do. Then DC is going to host tomorrow the next Tech Talk, first Tech Talk of 2022, where Prasanna and Yusin and Fuxing, I guess, gonna be there again and gonna talk a little bit about the latest and greatest developments on the core development team side. Don't miss that out. 6 o'clock German time this time to make it more comfortable for you guys out there. And then very proud, next week we're gonna have a new fireside chat. I have a fantastic, awesome guest. His name is Fabian. He's a good friend of mine from Germany. And it's going to be in English, the fireside chat, but he's an NFT specialist and he launched a new podcast recently. Podcast is in German, but the talk's going to be in English. And we're going to talk about his life, his podcast, DefiChain, NFTs, how he sees the world. A lot of fantastic topics. It's going to be a lot of fun. Don't miss it out. Next week, 6 o'clock in the evening, Central European time, GMT +1. Yo, that's it for the dates, DC.
So very long news show again. So we try to make it shorter, but a lot of topics. So we are running through. Thanks for joining everyone out. Have a nice day, evening. If you see or look at not live, for everyone live, stay tuned. We will answer some questions like
Absolutely.
always.
Thanks for joining. Bye-bye.
See you again. Bye-bye.
See you next week. Bye-bye.